respond specifically about experience. Mr. Green, you worked as a landman for the past 16 months since the last election, and you were a game warden on patrol for 20 years. Please tell us what qualifies you to run an organization like the Sheriff's Office with more than 300 employees, crime scene specialists, patrol officers, detention facilities, dispatch, and support staff. Tell us about what your experience lends to this job. 2 minutes.
Well, I think I have a perfect blend to be the sheriff of this county. To start with, I have a sheriff's an administrator. I think everybody knows that. A sheriff is an administrator of a law enforcement entity that is big. I mentioned it many times. Larry mentioned it earlier. He's a CEO of a big corporation. It's a business. I went to school for it. I graduated from Dallas Baptist University with a business degree. I've been in business. I've had employees and done budgets. There's no one in here that thinks that when we do a budget with a county that we just don't go in the office by ourselves and do the budget. We have our department heads. We work with the county commissioners, the county judge, the auditor's office to figure that budget out. We're not doing it by ourselves. I have business experience. I went to school for it. And I have 20 years of state law enforcement, but more specifically, my career was right here in Smith County. I know this county well. I've patrolled all over it. I know who my gun toters are that'll back me in a moment of crisis with the government. I know where the bad guys are. I know where some of the bad places are in Smith County. I'm well-rounded because I do have business and I do have state law enforcement experience. I haven't missed any legislative sessions and law changes. I've been current. Yeah, I got into the private sector in oil and gas, but I've maintained my peace officer certificate, all my continuing education.
30 seconds.
I'm up to date on the law changes. I'm qualified because I know how to lead people. I know how to put the best people in the right positions to lead these new guys coming out of these academies, coming out of the jail, coming from other law enforcement agencies. Treating your employees good and have good training, they're the biggest investment we make. And I'll take care of it.
Time. Sheriff, 1 minute on experience.
Okay. One thing I'll say is that, yes, you are a CEO of a sheriff's office, but I attribute our 100% homicide clearance rate with 3 other homicides being cleared. One that was cleared for Fort Worth PD before they ever knew they had a homicide comes from my well-rounded experience where I can step into a crime scene and I can look and tell if my men and women are doing what they need to be doing. That is called leadership. You don't lead from the front, you don't lead from the back, you lead from the side. Right alongside with the men and women of the Sheriff's Office is what I've been doing, what I'll continue to be doing. And
30 seconds.
That's good.